Welcome every Aquarius on this planet. Welcome. Let's start. I was actually thinking maybe I should do it because we are having this is Pluto, and Pluto goes to your sign Aquarius in 19th of November, and because this is a November reading, let's have Pluto also on the table. We are almost there. The Capricorn dark days are over, and Aquarius, age of Aquarius shall begun. But yes, I took my time a little bit to get ready for this reading. I always want to give my best, so if I'm busy, I don't want to ruin the reading with the fact that I'm busy. So this is your monthly reading. It can even take 1 hour, let's see. Anyway, what I offer you in this reading is that when you're Aquarius or you have Aquarius placement, you can ask a free psychic question from me, and I do that in the end of the reading. So just say clearly you're Aquarius, and in the end I look these comments and I pick one question if there is a question. So let's see. Your reading, your monthly energy is this. I just freshly draw this. This is my little challenge, Invisible Tarot Deck. Every card is empty, and you happen to have an empty card. It's a Hierophant, the spiritual leader. So this is now be a guiding light to others. Wolf, like a leader of the pack, and guide others. This is your monthly energy now for November. And my new card. It's very in theme with this old drawing I made already 4 years ago. But here we have now tarot card. The Hierophant. And Hierophant is a teacher, and of course this Hierophant represents also the classic values, or there is always like a school. Even in tarot, there are certain meanings you have to learn before you can master something. So it's kind of like talking about maybe there is some kind of like knowledge base that you have or you have tapped into, and then of course we are always teaching others what we are learning ourselves. So maybe there is something in November that you are even mastering, that then you can be the guide for the others. But that's now your monthly energy, the Hierophant, spiritual leader, the good guide, and the how do you say, wolf pack, the leader of the wolf pack. Okay, so that's your energy. Stay magical. Yes, we have here also this kind of, it's actually I think a white fox, but it's like a similar kind of energy. Stay magical, Aquarius. Now the reading goes, so I have first part, then I have the second part. It's about gratitude spread. I'm gonna make in the end this kind of sacred space for gratitude. And if there's any Aquarius present, you can ask a psychic free question from me in the end of this reading. So clearly state this question and say that you're Aquarius or what is your Aquarius placement. But I want this reading to be like a really monthly energy for Aquarius that is valid for Aquarius. Okay, so you have a root chakra energy. Let's start. I'm always talking about chakras because I believe aligning all your chakras is what gives you the most power, and even this kind of spiritual awakening. So this is now starting from the basics, almost like understanding, like even you're the spiritual leader, you are tapping into this kind of high crown chakra energy. You have to be rooted enough, you have to be grounded enough that you are effective. So it is kind of, it's both are present here, like where you come from and where you are heading. Like it's all this kind of like a root chakra. Let's read now this. I'm giving you a little guidance today of the root chakra, so you can start healing this. So this is of course grounding. Keywords: vital, sexual, passionate, energized, forceful. The first chakra relates to the source of your energy and to how you are building your foundation. Think of the root chakra as a platform. The red cards, if you would get them here, soon we see, represent the support you have created or are creating for your future. here in this particular deck, these are the red cards. Anyway, the root chakra shows us a new way to bring our dreams to fruition, and how you can make this solid foundation in a tangible form. Keep this in mind. If you are not yet creating what you say you desire, you may need to grow your energetic root deeper and wider in the earth plane. A little bit like this wisdom, like a bamboo tree can put many years, is it like 5 years, the roots down? And once this kind of groundwork with the roots have been made, then it shoots really fast up. Same with this, like you can be this kind of hugely tapping in this kind of divine powers when you have all the groundwork done, and feet on the ground also. Understanding you have your body, you are a living being, even if you would be connected to this kind of spiritual energy. And you are here and now among the people, not in some heavenly realms. I think like Aquarius can be very like a conceptual, like this kind of ideas and dreams indeed. But yes, you have to bring them into fruition here and now in this world. And then red ask, like root chakra asks, how does this represent the place from which I can create something extraordinary? So the place you are, how can you make it extraordinary where you stand? Crystal YouTube official asked, how you speak Russian? No, I'm from Finland, and my accent is maybe a little bit sounding like Russian, but no, I speak Italian. Maybe that sounds too. I speak 7 languages, but not Russian. But welcome. This is my Shadow Sister Healing channel, and we are going into the Aquarius monthly reading, and this is your monthly card. We talk about a little bit root chakra, and now live I'm starting pulling your cards. So first, let's see, this will be a guiding card, wisdom, chakra wisdom oracle. Aquarius, what is it for November? Let's open them all together. Then we have, this is the so below, you get the so below because of this crystal. This is your monthly opportunity. Then we have Tarot of the Divine. Now we see your little fairy tale for November. What is your challenge for this month? Oh, it is here. I'm a reader. I'm always trusting my hands. I feel the cards in my hands. Sunshine say, hi from South Africa. Yes, indeed. Any audience here, would be nice to know where you're from. As I told you, I'm from Finland, but actually I'm sitting in Belgium. So I'm this kind of vagabond person that I have lived in many countries, but currently for many years I live already in Belgium. But I'm from Finland, so that's my mother tongue. But anyway, let's start. This is now your chakra wisdom oracle card. Wisdom. So we have the similar energy here, like I'm talking to you already that you have some powerful teacher ability this month. And of course, these cards are related to heart chakra, so maybe some heartfelt truth. And then, of course, the fact that even I brought here to remind you that the Pluto goes to Aquarius in 19th of November. Of course, it's even this kind of age of Aquarius, heartfelt 5D time starts. So the next 20 years, the Pluto will be stationed in Aquarius, and it will definitely bring up this kind of heart wisdom. But interesting, you have this guidance card. We're gonna read this in the end, but let's see. Then we have your opportunity for the month. Okay, 6 of Cups. Beautiful, like nostalgic innocence, looking really like connecting to this kind of mother and family and kids. Of course, this can be really soulmate also. But that's your opportunity to focus on this kind of family. Of course, we are going soon to this kind of spread space for gratitude. I have this kind of Thanksgiving related spread, so maybe this whole Thanksgiving has already like activated, like there is maybe some celebration in your family already happening in November, and Spirit is knowing that this is your opportunity to have a little tea party with the friends and family. Your challenge, okay, Page of Swords. Princess Parisad. I'm gonna read about this. It's very like innovative, curious. So curiosity, like how curious you can be. I think in Dutch you say curiousness, like you are like have a nose for curiosity. But like this is a challenge, like stay open for new information. And Spirit is saying that it's important in November. Maybe it's all to do that when you are like a teacher, you maybe sometimes think you know everything, but this is kind of here to challenge you, like maybe there's even your student, somebody's gonna ask a difficult question or some kind of question that makes you think that maybe there is still something else to know that you don't know. So we are all like students in whole life, and best teachers are indeed those who always are learning every day something new. It's not stuck to some old dogmas. So here we have this first. Maybe I start reading these little stories for you. It's nice to see what else is there. Let's read first this Six of Cups. What is the story here for Aquarius Collective? These people are totally in the moment. They are not aware of it yet, but they are creating a memory, a snapshot of their hearts that will bring them happiness and perhaps even comfort in future. Creating or thinking about happy memories. So it's like this is kind of opportunity to create those happy memories now in November. Then have camera ready. Where is the cups? Page, where are you? Here. No, it's swords. I'm like thinking as cup. It's sword. Six of Cups. This is Page of Sword here. So Sunshine, best teachers always learn something new every day. Yes, I also try. Always like it's interesting things you can even like yeah, anything. It's like you can hear a lyrics from a song, and that can also be like wow. Soon we're gonna look also current feelings of your person. I always keep adding there like a interesting songs that has maybe meaning, but let's see. Now this is your challenge. So this is Arabic folktale from Anatolia, Princess Parisad. The Page of Swords represents youthful intelligence. Princess Parisad uses her wit to succeed where others have failed, her optimism intact through it all. She is a harbinger of new beginnings and new ideas for herself and those around her. And talkativeness, energy, thoughtfulness, curiosity, truthfulness. All this is now like your challenge. You should pay attention. This is helping whatever you're doing, this kind of attitude. And because this indeed Hierophant can be very like classic marriage and classic values and doing things in a classic way. This also is kind of like a home base and stuff, but it's almost like going a little bit further from the village, daring to start to climb the mountain. And then this is bird here telling a little insight. I think there is this very mini bird. What is the name of this? It's such a small bird. It's called hippiäinen in like a Finnish, like a hippie bird, but it's like such a small, like a little bird. I've seen them in here in Belgium in one forest. They're like a mini birds, but they are like a kind of very intelligent. Yes, if I remember, I find this name, I can tag in this reading later, but this is interesting little bird. something about that. Birds are always very spiritual, so maybe even the insights can come from the spirit. But I know if you ask guidance, you shall receive it. It's like if you don't ask help, you never get it. So you can really ask from yourself or your spirit guides help, and the help can come in all kind of way. You have to be ready for that. So it can be very interesting, this kind of intuitive messages that you start receiving when you open for it. Now let's did I gave everybody a rune? I think so. Monthly rune is prosperity. Then we're gonna have current feelings of person. I think after that I read this wisdom. I think I take the first step, current feelings of person. So Aquarius, here is your current feelings of your person, still a bit Halloween style. Aquarius, this is for you. Let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper. And okay, there's one drop even here. Okay, let's have that too. This here. Creativity is my birthright, throat chakra. It's kind of nest also here with X. Talk to me, Harry Winston. Tell me all about it. Some kind of Marilyn song. Magical love. Manifestation of love happening. Momentum in a magical love. That's the magic of love, baby. There's some kind of magic stuff feeling. Sometimes indeed when you have really like this kind of even intuitive messages, it's and everything is like aligned, you feel like wow, now this is magical. Machine head, you are unreadable. The book of shadows, golden shadow, deep purple, smoke in the water. So somehow your person feel like you are a little bit unreadable. This kind of book of magic, kind of like all this wisdom. The thing is about Hierophant, there is this keys here to symbolize like not everybody can enter to certain wisdom, that there has to be kind of this kind of process. Even sometimes in the you can connect to the deep parts, even with breath work. There can be this technique, or there can be a meditation practice, but there can be certain steps you take that leads you to there, and indeed like a teacher can guide you certain processes to make it happen. Sometimes you need even music, but I mean we all are different. I don't necessarily need any music to tap into my right side brain. I would immediately tell you as a teacher, if now like walking in outside, that is one thing. Driving bike or car, doing anything monotonous, and then let the message come to you, this is very fruitful. Being in the sunlight, because sun is totally activating our third eye. So being on the holiday, being totally relaxed, how you can be relaxed, all this kind of ways. But music, really, this kind of chakra healing frequency music as well can be. But yeah, what is your this kind of truth? Maybe you have your own way. We all have huge wisdom and potential inside of us. We are here like to be ourselves and make a difference by being ourselves. But somehow your person think that you are like the book of shadows, that there is something hidden there. Stay wild, moon child, full moon, peak energy, blessings. You and gratitude, blossoming, celebration. Okay, so there is some kind of expectation for the next full moon. I mean, even in this card of the month, monthly energy, there is hugely available this kind of full moon energy. And actually this is a Taurus card, and isn't it that the next full moon is in Taurus? It was last time in Aries, I guess. So it even might be meaningful, this kind of full moon in Taurus. Crown chakra, I am peace and serenity. True love, Astrid Swan. Pain has drawn my outlines where no small feelings could. Loss has stitched me to the present tense, though love never should. No, love never should. What looks good from a distance appears very up close. I'm worn out, baby, by emotion right under my nose. Okay. Some kind of this kind of hard emotions your person is feeling. Keyhole. There is purpose for everyone you meet. Some people come into your life to test you, some to teach you, some to use you, and some to bring out the very best in you. Again, this teaching is coming true. There is really something about that now in November that you could maybe teach to others. Let people be who they are, warmth, acceptance, sauna, look life with approval and gratitude. Home is where my heart is, centered in love and light. So there is this kind of very warm feeling, even going to sauna. As a family, like Finnish people do that, not maybe everybody do that, but we go as a family sauna, and it's a very nice, even spiritual kind of feeling to do this. Crown chakra, I channel my highest good and greatest joy to renew and transform my life. This kind of butterfly is always very much transformation. Even this kind of Scorpio energy now, very much this kind of death and rebirth. Here we have this transformation. Okay, let's read now wisdom. This is your advice card for the month. What is the story here for Aquarius? Sage. Wisdom is knowing the difference between a calculated risk and stupidity. The legend. One day a young sagebrush asks his grandfather how to grow old with wisdom. The elder answers, "We must learn from our mistakes. Before you worry about something, ask yourself if it will be important in the future. Enjoy your present form as we all change with time." Is there some wise counsel that you have sought only to ignore it? Are you trying to do things alone? A solution may come from those more experienced than yourself. Stay in present moment and do not let your thoughts jump ahead. And personal inquiry, do I go with my heart or against it? Am I ready to live in leadership? Okay, I give you this meditation. Many signs I already gave it. So imagine yourself at a huge campfire. The great servant approaches and his energy radiates toward you. He speaks to you not with words but with energy. Allow the wisdom of the message to reach you. When you have received the message, the great servant will depart. When you are ready, come back to your reality. What was his message? Sometimes this card image can give you like a good point to think. Okay, but that's your advice for whole month. Very this kind of teacher energy. Looking for maybe, sometimes we can kind of make this kind of like our own, how you call it. I have this book here, I have to show it here. Keep Going, Austin Kleon. What was this? I'm like intuitively taking this. Or was it even in this book? Maybe it's another one. Maybe it's another one. There was this idea that we grow kind of, I know, wisdom. I think is another one of Austin Kleon, but this is also interesting book. But there is this kind of like, whatever teachers or guides on our path, we can make our own family tree of wisdom, and so we can kind of study those people who did same thing that we do now. Like there is always a huge wisdom available if you read books or something. Like you can really build up this kind of like what is your like a soul family, in the sense of wisdom, who you listen to, who you look up to. You can really look their life and how they lived, and this can give you example if you're struggling with the same thing about leadership, how the others did before. Maybe there are some hints, little tracks that you can follow, and then you don't have to do the same mistake those people did. Like I start to think about just like example, like if somebody thinks about psychologues like Carl Jung or kind of, they had a certain time they were operating or certain client base they were having. Like there's always like every those kind of teachings are related to time and space. So we are now in a different time and space than many of those who wrote before. So when you do something, you're really in the different time now. You have to understand that too. Okay, so let's see. Next part of this reading is, I'm going to give you a light message. This is already on. Little light, because we're going to go this sacred gratitude spread. So now for Aquarius. I'm free. This card came in so many other signs too. This seemed to be a really like a theme here. So we're gonna look this sacred space for gratitude with this secret forest deck. First light message. Let's put all these things aside a little bit. Let's keep this here. Ui. Stay magical is here still. So, light, the blessings you have, Aquarius. Okay, so we got 3. Come more, I take it. Second, advice from Spirit, what you can be grateful for now in November. The best way to celebrate November. Let's have your root chakra energy. Ui. And now we go to the shadow. I'm shadow sister. I let your shadow meet your light so you can be whole again. So let's see what is Aquarius shadow. We can accept both sides now. I think I'm not gonna look. The situations or actions avoid. What is this? This. See? First, 3 cards. 6 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and Hangman. This is the blessings you have. So of course, 6 of Pentacles is like here would be really like again this kind of full moon is showing up, even like a meteorite show or something. Accepting all the kind of like blessings you have is really like you're part of this world, you're part of this universum, and like kind of you are getting blessings even like in a way of like from our like universe. It looks like this, like some usually 6 of Pentacles is of course like you're receiving money or you're receiving something, or you give, you're like giving kind of like a heart open. You're in this state that things start to flow, because the previous card is kind of you can be feeling left in the cold and you don't have, but here you start to get help from the spirit or help from the universe. So understand in November you have a lot of blessing that you do receive things, even like nature can be part of it, that you feel like really blessed when you just look the moon or sky, like this kind of being part of the big world. Then we have here the Wheel of Fortune, so you're extremely lucky. There can be something even happening now, 10th of November, because 10 and 12 of November could be also, these are major arcana cards. It can be really dates also. I'm lucky that I did the reading now in 5th, so you still have time. But this Wheel of Fortune and Alchemist card, Hangman. Hangman is really able to see another perspective. Of course, Hangman also has taken the time, or takes the time, even 9 months, like a baby is being born. Like sometimes things take time to ripen, and there's that wisdom. But it is like able to see from another perspective, and that's your blessing. Like you are able to indeed have this. This was your challenge. This Princess Parisad, this is also saying stay curious. And here is a person who is able to kind of look the world from the upside down and see it different than many. So that is your blessing, that you are able to do that. You're free thinker, possibly, like the I'm free is even here to say. And of course, this is before like the butterfly is like flying, and like this can be the cocoon phase. So sometimes things indeed need ripening. Interesting, there is also kind of like the fairy on this flower, and then here. Anyway, this is the blessings you have. Then you have the butterflies here flying too. It's almost like 6 to 7. This is like harvesting and thinking like what you got. But that is advice from the spirit, what you can be grateful for. So you are receiving money or abundance, and here you are able to like really calculate it like a seed in your hand, possibly some income or some money or some blessings. So even like here was kind of like a nighttime being in the nature. Here's like a daytime being in nature. They're both kind of being grounded. The grounded comes here really. You have this root chakra here to advise you to be grounded. And here I think it's really like your nature relationship to nature is here. Like how much you can see kind of little miracles just around you being in the nature. Then we have here the best way to celebrate November, and we have 2 of Swords and Page of Cups. So romantic. Is it Page? No, it's not Page. It's Knight of Cups. So this is the poetic, romantic knight, and then we have kind of knight on the edge. Meaning make choice. I always think about now when I saw the ring of power, and there was this mithril tree on the edge, and then these elves were like there, kind of like talking about the power subject, and somebody even jumped from the edge. Like there is maybe some decision can feel to you the best way to celebrate November. I don't think you have to jump anywhere. You have to stay in your power and kind of understand how you have been able to make something grow in a difficult space, possibly in edge, like trees, when they grow on the edge of the mountain, they look really beautiful, like the roots, like they are really going deep indeed, like we're talking about here, about how sometimes you have to really put your roots down like 5 years and the bamboo grows. Here, if this tree is growing on this kind of circumstances, it has to really have the roots well on that rock, otherwise it will kind of like be bended in the wind and cold. So there is this kind of warrior here, making into the choice and able to kind of like overcome this kind of fear of choosing something. Because fear, what is it? What is it? Like is it like a fear? Wait. I'm always thinking this 2 of Swords as love versus fear. Faith over fear. Yes. Here it's kind of like that. Have faith over fears. Even it's kind of like operating in the place that is not the most safe. Still have the faith that things can be happening, even you feel like you're living on the edge. And then even Fool card is always like in this kind of environment. It's able to still be very positive and like open-minded. It's kind of near the edge. But yes, this romantic night, this is how you celebrate. This is how you celebrate faith over fears and being like this kind of lover of life. But rooted, somehow how grounded you are becomes important, yes. Then we have the shadow here. So situations or actions to avoid in November. Okay, so we had a 2 of sword here, have another 2 energy to avoid. It's almost like this one is, let's talk about this, is often like how much you flow with energy. And then you understand the money is energy, and these 2 people are, it's almost like a relationship what you have, but somehow you should avoid maybe kind of like a questioning what you got. You just got it or something. You just flow what you got. You're not like questioning what you got or something. And then we have this 3 of Wands, that is fox looking to the sky. Again, we have really this energy of November is looking to the kind of understand you are part of this big universum. But why should you avoid this kind of fox that is looking to the sky foresight? I think it's really telling you live in here and now. Live here and now and not like live in tomorrow. And if you're too much looking too far, even it's a positive thing to look in the sky and the moon and all, but you have to stay present. You have to be grounded and not try to kind of like, even I'm now giving you preview of November, you should be having those snapshot of memories. It was even saying here like your prosperity, your opportunity is to make those memories now, living in the present moment with your family and friends, and not to be so alone. Like this person might be kind of climbing alone the mountain. This fox is also here alone. And somehow what you got, like a relationship even, facing the other person might be something that brings up the shadow. Confrontation can be indeed sometimes hard, like to really talk about like, but it's very honest thing, a vulnerable thing to say your truth to other person, but still it might bring up some stuff. Still, this is saying to avoid. So maybe avoid too much this kind of like think about like, are we together or not? Like this kind of like a toying around. You just got this. You got this beautiful, like you celebrate whatever you are learning, teaching them to others. Stay magical in the sense of like you have a beautiful, like a possible to trust your words, trust your world, and even have this kind of romantic stuff going on here. Like not to be maybe always like maybe arguing about money, because this could be that too. Talking about the coin, like should I spend or should I not? Anyway, I try to interpret this. Definitely it tells you to live in the present moment and understand what you got, celebrate what you got, and see even the big picture, what kind of big part of the universe you are. But you are very lucky now in November, so I think you should worry less. Worry less. I think I will verify this a little bit, because I feel like there is such a like a energies that I don't understand always. So let me think. I think you like this deck. Some of my Aquarius friends, they like the Halloween deck. Even the Halloween is kind of past. Let's bring it up here to verify what is this shadow. Situations or actions to avoid. Understand what is this thing you should not look too far. And also this kind of thing you got that you're like, do I have it or not? What is that thing for Aquarius? I don't know. What is that thing, the shadow you should avoid? Ace of Bats. Okay, huge clarity on something. New beginning even on thoughts. I think all come back to yourself, who you are being. Who you are being. Are you being here and now? Or are you living into tomorrow? Like now you can have those heureka moments. Now you can have this kind of like a huge epiphanies and like the information is coming you now. You should not like miss it. Now in November you have opportunity to be having this huge clarity on something or vision. This is of course vision 2. What is it then to avoid? I think you have to understand it's happening now. You got everything now. You got everything now. Okay, what else? King of Wands. I have drawn a card of this. Wait. Let me find my version of the King of Wands so we see what is there. Let me find both of these. I have drawn these cards. Let's see. What are the versions I have? Oy. So I have. Where is this? I have Phoenix here, and is the other one also here? So let's see. This, I'm like a phoenix. I rise from the ashes. And this, my card is, I'm the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. So something about this is now red rose, white rose, blood and tears. What is this? To avoid. I think there is happening exactly some kind of huge like a change. Almost like I brought this Pluto on the table, like this Aquarius. Pluto is going to Aquarius. It might really energetically be a huge, like a shift of energies, and something about that you should be aware that you got everything now. You are Aquarius. You are that kind of sign that will be like highlighted now in this new time of the next 20 years. So understand you're powerful, and you have maybe something to teach about leading others to some better tomorrow. But yeah, it's hard to say. Why is this like not looking too far? It's like now, things are happening now. Just understand this kind of grounding energy, even like present moment is perfect. That would be your like a sentence for November. Be in present and now. Make those memories now. Get all these ideas now. Like this is your time. You have the lucky moment. Even this Wheel of Fortune is here. So don't delay anything. That will be the shadow. To have procrastination. Like of course this I have drawn here the Excalibur. Like only the true king can rise it. And but you can be this kind of person. There is this king here. I mean this card. King of Wands with fire. Kind of the king is here. So you have everything. You got everything now. Okay. So this was your reading. Let me see. Nobody has commented anything. So I think I will look a little moment if somebody is wanting to ask this psychic question. Hope you like this reading. This is sometimes indeed I don't understand everything, but it's very interesting to see this kind of moon repeating. So something with the next full moon. Is it like 15? Which day is this next full moon? I didn't even check. Could be really meaningful to you. That you're lucky in that period. or you can really have this kind of key information to share. But as this Phoenix and the Ace of Swords is in the shadow, verifying the shadow, there might be somebody maybe challenging you also about your, this is challenge card. So whatever is these new ideas you have, somebody's gonna challenge you. It's not gonna be easy. Like you have to prove yourself to be this kind of King Arthur or this kind of person who's gonna rise the Excalibur. Yes. Okay. So this was your reading. And now I didn't see any questions. And later today I do the Pisces reading. And indeed, you see already on the table, this will be the Pisces monthly energy. I just drew it today. So we see what comes from there then. Okay, thank you for seeing. If you like, give me a like, subscribe if you already didn't. And happy November for all Aquarius.